I'm going to do is to create a low layout file. So I'm going to have layout resource file. I'm going to say row items. This is the one that is going to hold our items. So I'm going to have CardView. Let's add it. So wait for the Gradle to sync. Once done, let's remove this on here. And I'm going to add it here. I'm going to have CardView. Then I'm going to lab content, corner. I'm going to have 4. Then I'm going to have margin, start margin. I'm going to have 6. Head margin, I'm going to have 6. And top margin, I'm going to have 6. Within it, I'm going to have linear layout, match parent, lab content. Then I'm going to have orientation as vertical, no horizontal, sorry. And here I'm going to have image view. I'm going to give it a height of 80 and a width of 80. I'm going to give this one ID of image view. Just a placeholder, so I'm going to have round set. I'm going to have another linear layout here. I'm going to match parent. I'm going to lab content. Orientation, I'm going to have vertical. I'm going to have start of 8 pp. Within it, I'm going to have text view, lab content, ID, I'm going to give it TV name, text, I'm going to give it name, just for the placeholder, and then the color, I'm going to give it black. And size, I'm going to give it 16. Copy this one. And this one, I'm going to say TV description. The text, I'm going to call it desk. I'm going to give it size 14. Gravity, I'm going to give it center. And a top margin of 10. Then I'm going to create my adapter class. Before I create adapter, let me create my model class. And I'm going to have items model. This is a data class, so I'm going to have data here. And I'm going to have var name of type string, var description of type string, and finally I'm going to have var image of type integer. I'm going to create my model here, items adapter. It's a class, so items adapter, and it's going to extend Recyclerview dot adapter, and within it I'm going to have items adapter dot items adapter view holder. So I'm going to create an inner class here. Called items adapter view holder. And I'm going to extend Recyclerview.viewHolder. Click Alt Enter, add constructor parameter here, import, and then change constructor and then implement the methods. All that can be done by clicking Alt Enter. So I'm going to copy this, bring it here below, and then within the create view holder, I will have to return my item adapter view holder layout inflator dot from parent dot context dot inflate al dot layout dot low items. I'm going to have view group as parent, and I'm going to have false. Within the get item count, I'm going to return my item list. So I'm going to have here val item model list, which is of type array list, item model. This is items model. Here I'm going to have fun set data, then I'm going to have items model list of type array list of items model. Then I'm going to have this dot items model list is equals to items model list. So here I'm going to return the size. Then within item adapter view holder, I'm going to have val name. Then I'm going to have items view dot. As you can see from my low activity, I have TV description, TV name, and I have image view. So I'm going to have dot TV name. This is description. So I'm going to have TV description, and then this is image. Then I'm going to have image view. Finally, on my byte view holder, I'm going to have holder dot name dot text is equals to. Before I do this, let me have val items model, which is items model list dot possession. So I'm going to have holder dot name dot text is equals to items model dot name description dot text, and finally I'm going to have holder dot image dot set image resource, and then I'm going to have items model dot image. So that's all we need for the adapter. As you can see, we have three methods that we have override, that is on create view holder, get item count, and finally on byte view holder. We have also created another class called item adapter view holder. These items gives us the name, description, and the image. On bind, this is where we bind our data. Get item count, we return the size of our list. On create view holder, we create and inflate our view. So back to my main activity, I'm going to have val images and name, which is an array of items model. And within the items model, I'm going to give it 3 things. So the first thing I'm going to do is to copy my images. I'm going to leave the link in the description how you can get the images. Drawable. So the first thing is the name. This is image 1. Description, image 1, desk, and then the images r.drawable.image1. So I'm going to copy this one. So this is image 2, image 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See this 7, 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going to have another array list here. I'm going to have items model list, which is equals to array list of items model within my onCreate method. I'm going to have a for loop for items in my images name. I'm going to append items model.add item. Then I'm going to have my Recyclerview layout adapter, and then I'm going to have linear layout manager I pass the context as this. Then I'm going to have Recyclerview set fixed size true, and finally I'm going to have Recyclerview adapter, and I'm going to set an adapter. So let's have var items adapter of type items adapter, copy the item adapter. My item adapter is equals to items adapter dot set data item list. So I need to check here if it's null, and then I'm going to set items adapter. So that's all we need. So let's learn our first build and see what we have. Here we have, okay, let's learn. I'm going to close this one. So the app is building, storing now. Launching. So there we are. We have our image name and description. So I'm going to extend this one, and I'm going to change. I didn't change the image. So I'm going to have image 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, finally this is 8. Then within the row items, I'm going to have this one as scale type fit XY. Let's try and learn again and see. So the app is installing, launching now. there we are. So you can see we have image 1 and the description, image 2 description, and the picture. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to add on ClickListener. So I'm going back to my adapter and then create an interface. ClickListener. Within the ClickListener, I'm going to have fun click item. And then I'm going to have items model. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to have holder.set.itemView.set on ClickListener. Another thing I'm going to add here, a constructor. So I'm going to have val ClickListener. And then here I'm going to have ClickListener.clickItem. And then I'm going to have my item model. So as you can see, we have created this interface. Within it, we have a method called clickItem, which is going to give us item model. I'm adding it to the constructor here, and then listening when you click the item, when you click item view, this is the item view that is holding our data. I'm going to listen the click and pass the item models data. So back to my main activity, I'm going to have items adapter dot ClickListener. Then I'm going to implement the method. So this one is going to give me the clicked item. So for now, I'm going to log and I'm going to log items model dot name. So then within the adapter, let's see here the adapter constructor, I'm going to pass this as ClickListener. So let's learn again. So when I click, you can see we have image 1, image 3 clicked, image 5 clicked, image 6 clicked. So the next thing, I'm going to launch a new activity depending on the item clicked. When you click image 1, I'm going to click to open activity 1, activity 2, or activity 3. So I'm going to create layout here, new activity. Now I'm going to have the name is item 1. I'm going to create another one. Now I'm going to call this one item 2. So within my item 1, I'm going to add a text here. I'm going to lab content. And the text I'm going to give is image 1. Then I'm going to have it restrained, start of parent, end of parent, top of parent, bottom of parent. The size, I'm going to give it 16. Color, I'm going to give it black. I'm going to copy this one, paste it to item 2. Here I'm going to have image 2. Back to my main activity, I'm going to switch the name in the item model. So I'm going to have, remember in Kotlin, we don't have a switch, we have one. Then I'm going to have item model.name. And then my first case will be image 1. And then I'm going to have start activity intent. Now I'm going to have main activity. This at main activity, and I'm going to go to item 1 activity class. I'm going to have image 2. Now I'm going to start activity intent. Now I'm going to have this at main activity, and I'm going to have item activity 2, item 2 activity class. So someone had asked me a question that how can I open different activity depending on the clicked item. This is how you do it. So you check the name. If the name is image 1, you launch item 1 activity. If the name of the image is image 2, you launch item 2 activity. You can have a default, so I'm going to have else, and then I'm going to toast a message here and make text this command. Then I'm going to have the message no action, and I'm going to toast dot length long dot show. So let's learn. So the app is installing. Let's wait. Launching. There you are. When I click image 1, new activity, that is image 1, image 2, the same, image 3, no action, no action, no action. So let's imagine this was engineering, this was mechanic. So when I click, this should be engineering activity. So you can do it according to the project you are creating. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to add the search. So you can search image 1, image 2, or anything within the Recyclerview. So I'm going to go to my list and create Android resource file. It's a menu, and the name I'm going to give it is menu. So within it, I'm going to have item. So I'm going to have ID as SearchView. Title, I'm going to have SearchView. Icon, I'm going to have Android menu search. Then I'm going to show always. Finally, I'm going to have action view class. And I'm going to have search view. Back to my main activity. I'm going to override a class called onCreate options menu. And within it, I'm going to have get menu inflator or menu inflator dot inflate all dot menu comma, and I'm going to inflate menu. Then I'm going to have var menu item, which is our menu item dot. So we have our var menu item, and then I'm going to have menu dot find item all dot id dot search view. So I'm going to check that this is null. Finally, I'm going to have var search view, which is my menu item dot action view. Then I'm going to cast it search view. Then I'm going to have search view dot max width is equals to int dot max value and SearchView dot set on query text listener. I'm going to have object SearchView dot on query text listener, and then I'm going to implement the two methods. So when I learn, let's see. So the app is installing. Now it's launching. Oops, something has happened. I need to return here. Return true. And here, I'm going to return true. Let's learn again. Launching. Oops, let's see what the error we are facing. So we have SearchView cannot be casted to SearchView. Okay, so I need to remove, let's see, the import. Oops, this. Then I'm going to import our Android app compact. So we're going to learn it again. There we are. As you can see, we have our search icon here, but now it cannot filter unless I go to my adapter and implement filter. And then I'm going to implement the method getFilter. Then I'm going to have return object filter. Then I'm going to override and implement two methods. So the first method is called perform filtering. So within it, I'm going to have val filter results, which is filter result. So I'm going to check if this is now the character to filter with. I'm changing it, so I'm going to have is equals to null all the length is less than 0, meaning there is no filtering. I'm going to have filter results dot size or count is equals to. So I'm going to add another item here, and this one I'm going to say this is filter. I'm going to give it the same data. So duplicate that one, and finally I'm going to add notify dataset change. So I'm going to have item model list filter dot size. And then I'm going to have filter results dot value item model filter list. Else, if there is filtering that is going on, I'm going to have the search character. I'm going to have search character, which is now the car sequence dot to string dot lowercase for uniformity. Then I'm going to have val item model, which I'm going to have as an array list of item model. And then I'm going to loop through. So I'm going to have if for item in my item filter. And then I'm going to have if item dot name dot contain my search character, all item dot description dot contain my search character. I'm going to add all these to my item model dot add my item. So someone asked me, can I be able to filter using the description? So this is where you add all the filters you want. For instance, I'm filtering using the name, and I'm also filtering using the description. Then I'm going to have my filter results dot count. Then I'm going to have item model dot size and filter results dot size dot values. Then I'm going to have item model. In here, I'm going to return filter results. Finally, there is this method called publish result. So I'm going to change this one to filter results. So I'm going to have my item model list will be filter results dot value as an array list of item model. And here I'm going to check empty characters. Finally, I'm going to notify dataset changed. So let's learn this. So the app is installing. So let's try to filter image 1. So it's not filtering. This is because we have not added it here. So I'm going to say my adapter, remember I have items adapter dot filter dot filter, let's say instead of PO filter string. So I'm going to have filter string. Check if not null. I'm also going to do the same here. Now I'm going to change this one to filter string. So as you can see what is happening, when you type on the search view, I'm going to listen on text change, and then I'm going to call my adapter and perform filtering. Back to my adapter, when you try to filter, I'm going to check if there is anything that you have typed. If yes, I'm going to filter it. If no, I'm going to return the exact values. Then I'm going to notify set data change. So let's learn. So I'm going to filter with image 1. Can have image 1 desk, the same. It's filtering. If I try to type something that is not there, we don't have anything. So when I filter image 1 and click image 1, we are starting a new activity with the title of image 1. So that's all, guys. Thank you for watching. It was a long tutorial, so give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any question or additional help, you can comment below.